So without further ado, here is a tour of our finished art cabin. So here on the outside, this beautiful door we got from my friend Teresa, and it was actually the first door on her house at the farm. And it's a really old wooden door, and we love it. And then the windows, there's one here where you can see me, and one on the other side. And we got those from a friend of Richard's. They were getting new windows, so they gave them to us, so that was great. And that old trunk in front is an old army trunk that I found years ago at a yard sale. It was some soldier's trunk. It even has his name stamped on it. So we're going to be using that to store wood for the fireplace. So let's go ahead and go on inside. A little rug here so we can take our shoes off. And I'll put the lights on. Ugh. It's really warm in here because I put the heater on before I came in. So there is the finished fireplace. It's got a brick hearth around it that Richard cut the bricks with a wet saw. And then we've got our stove and these beautiful tiles up to the top and the chimney. And we had so many kind people helping us. Oh, it was awesome. So I've got some wood there drying so that when we need to put a fire in, it's right there. So we've got, I think those are called pot lights. One there and one there, so they can be aimed directly at the work surface. We have this beautiful drafting table that Richard built, and it's on hinges. So I can't do it with one hand, but if you can see, this hinges in and goes flat, and then the table goes up against the wall. So if we wanted to use this as a guest room, we have a blow-up bed, and that it'll just fit into this area quite nicely. Right over there is an old-fashioned basin, and it's one of those pitcher and basin things. It was actually my mom and dad's. So right, I've got my moccasins and slippers out here. And so down here the pitcher is full of water because you always need water when you're doing art, and some brushes and some tins and stuff like that. And then right there I just stuck my glue gun in there on a flat surface, and then it's got a place for rags on the side. My tripod is set up here, radio in the corner. Sometimes I bring out my iPad and plug it in and can watch movies or whatever. We've got some cupboards. This large cupboard is mostly going to be paint and things like that. So we put acrylic paints up there. This is just a mishmash for now. Haven't got it organized. My cutting board's up there, but I have to get Richard to push it in because it's up too high for me. So hopefully I can open this without knocking it down. Yeah. So I just got my art journal down there, my prompts. This is my side and my art journal stuff that I use. And then the other side over there is Richard's cupboard, but it's empty because he hasn't brought his stuff out yet. In that corner there where that little heater is, beautiful heater, it's like a old-fashioned radiator, and Richard's easel is going to be stored there, but when he's actually painting, he's going to be sitting right here so that the daylight will shine on his easel. And then in the corner there we've got rolls of paper and a broom and a little mat. My shoes I just took off, and that is it. So this is our long-awaited art cabin. I absolutely can't even tell you how wonderful this is. I love the table. There's a lip on the table here, right here, so that your work won't slide off. And Richard's put one coat of varnish, and he's going to do one more coat of varnish on it today. And so this is the art cabin. And just listen how quiet. so you can have true, undisturbed peace. So you're all welcome any old time to come visit us and come and craft or paint in our art cabin, and there'll be lots of fun tutorials coming from here. Richard's going to do some things and show us some art techniques, and I'm going to be continuing to do my art journal Sundays from here, which I did one that was uploaded yesterday, and I did it right from that chair right there. We have a little giveaway going on right now. We're trying to think of a name for this art cabin. We were calling it the Art Hut and the Art Cabin, but we can't find a good name. Now, I called it the Third Act, and we were going to put a sign outside which basically says, you know, because we've been in this house all our life together, Richard and I, for over 40 years we've been in the same house. So the first act was, you know, starting your family. Second act, the kids grew up. And third act, now it's just Richard and I just thought this could be called the Third Act. So Richard said, why don't you put it out to your subscribers and see if anybody can think of a name better than the Third Act, and we'll choose the name and we'll have a little giveaway. If you can put your suggestion for what we should name the cabin in the comment section, and then we'll go over them and we'll vote and we'll let you know which one we like the best, and you'll be the winner of our free giveaway. So get your thinking caps on, and thank you so much for watching, and we'll talk to you real soon. Bye-bye from the Art Cabin.